Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous consul, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the consul's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found. To Disa, your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to her own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds, in order to rob you of your memory with a fell curse and sell you to Batal as a slave. Following that, she prepared a replacement to serve as the sovereign in your stead. A mere puppet. However, with your Majesty returned, I have no intention of twiddling my thumbs as Disa plays her games. I shall devise some plans to further our cause. Pray, visit me a night in the tavern that we might discuss them. This one's cleared of all suspicion and has my permission to remain in the capital. You are to trouble the good sir no further. Are we clear?
Pray forgive me, I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Consarn it! Get back here! You there! Did you see an urchin in a cap run past just now? Can you tell me which way he went? Many thanks. I'll catch that wretch yet.
You're a kind one, aren't you? 'Twould seem I am in your debt. In fact, there's aught I would ask of you if you've the time to spare.
Aha! There you are!
Oh, apologies, but our chat will have to wait. Till next we meet. Farewell.
Mayhap I ought to ask around town.
It's on me to bear what comes to
Oh, what luck! 'Tis a chest.
Let us hope your curiosity will be rewarded. I've just recalled a little tidbit I heard from the locals.
If you refer to changes in the military's makeup, I've heard the same.
Indeed. Tell us, there's been a shift in the chain of command.
How might I liven up our time-worn routine? Time to be heading home. My legs are fair numb from walking about town. Sure I can handle this. It's been a hard day.
Barely scraping by.
Surely we can do our life rather than that.
dust before I think of supper.
When does my watch end? I've clean forgotten.
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
Price on these.
Fine place to cast off the stresses of the day.
It is past time needed to the day's work.
Eyes aren't what they used to be.
In no hurry to leave. May the people find succor in these troubled times.
Best head to market before it slips my mind.
Still waiting on that report.
I must be vigilant. The townspeople depend on me.
Why is everyone always in such a...
Back to it.
I've been on my feet all day. My legs are as lead.
I can but trust my feet to guide me.
Oh, what a pleasant breeze.
I've been here so long, I almost forgot why I came.
Would that all my days were so.
Always sets me to think. This place.
Nice place to sit. Watch the world.
Mary, gentle scratch on my arms and armor.
Naught of import ever happens here, anyhow.
'Tis a ladder. Shall we see where it leads?
We ought to put it to good use.
All this patrolling does a number on my shoulders.
Now there's a worthy prize, if only 'tweren't so far away.
Time to prepare the next match.
No shame in doing about a dozen things at once.
Places such as this nourish the soul.
Well met, sir.
These writings could be of import.
Let's have a look then.
Must finding these be so difficult?
Our collection grows.
Huh. I'll have to remember to tell my own master about this.
I've got the sharpest ears in town.
Go on, have a look. Go on, have a look. Many thanks.
Well, it takes two to make a sale. And this seller had nothing to tempt us with. Our funds are better spent elsewhere.
Browsing was enough to scratch the itch, in my case.
Well met, sir. This can be a lonely life at times. Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right on the roads, despite the hour. Much obliged. I fear I've no wisdom to offer. Peruse at your leisure.
I'll pop open the chest.
turn coats. Got myself. Always the same. Well met, sir.
You're fool enough to fall for it. Shame on you.
This might be worth a read.
It couldn't hurt to take a peek.
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
At last! I thought we'd never find one.
Our collection grows.
Huh. I'll have to remember to tell my own mum. About this.
Tell is, Vermund was once a bee-strewn kingdom.
Fascinating.
Indeed, though it is not widely known among the common folk.
Need anything?
This really is fine craftsmanship. This part's a bow. Yes? I possess no ill intent, I assure you. I merely wished for a closer look at these bows. Those of other races differ so in design from our own, you see. I cannot deny I am curious about them. That's all 'tis, mind, curiosity. I have no desire to actually own one of these contraptions myself, and even if I did, it isn't as if I could purchase one. To be honest, no matter how they fascinate me, it isn't to be.
I've all manner of arms for sale. Come, have yourself a look.
No purchases to be made today, I see. I just hope the shopkeep understands.
Browsing was enough to scratch the itch, in my case.
Oh, that's better. Many thanks.
Fancy a look at my wares? Well met, son. How might I be of service?
Now there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away.
Welcome to the Star Drop Inn. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to start you off?
Master, 'twould be prudent to rid yourself of any excess items.
Lessening our load will help to keep us light on our feet.
Well met, sir. Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right. Right on the road. Despite the hour. You know where to find me. Well met, sir. Well met, son. How might I be of service?
These foreign bows do so intrigue me, but I shall admire them from afar. 'Twould be unseemly for an elf to purchase one. You would simply give this to me? Oh, that is most generous. I would gladly accept it. You have my gratitude. Fascinating. 'Tis not dissimilar from an elven bow in make, and yet 'tis unlike one in near every respect. Such as this bowstring. It looks quite the same, but the tension is altogether different. I suppose that comes from using different materials. Why do you stare? Perhaps you find it absurd that I should marvel so at a bow not of elven make. I suppose I sought inspiration, for I confess I find myself rather lost. My aim has suffered of late, such that my wayward arrows simply will not strike true. The timing could not be more unwelcome, as my skill with a bow is to be put on trial anon. Forgive me. I should not expect you to know of our ways. I speak of the trial of archery, a time-honored elven custom. Every elf undergoes this trial when they reach maturity. Till we succeed, we are not considered to have come of age. I have been training most diligently, yet my skills ne'er seem to take shape. Indeed, I fear my aim has only worsened with each new failing. I grew so vexed with myself that I sought to learn a foreign form of archery rather than master my own people's. Thanks to you, I now have the means to do so, though I dare say I shan't make any headway on my own. Say, would you be willing to give me a demonstration? It might be just what I need to find my aim. Please, sir, you gifted me this bow. I only ask that you show me how to wield it. Many thanks. I'm indebted to you twofold, but this is no place to practice. Would you be so kind as to meet me by the ruins north of Trevo Mine? That's where I train, you see. I'll be able to concentrate on your display of bowmanship much better there. I do hope you'll join me. For now, I shall bid you farewell.
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
After you, Arisen.
Might as well look while we're here, eh?
No shame in letting your hair now and then. I can't wait to see what the day holds. If I could, I'd never leave.
Greetings. Welcome to the Guild Hall. Here we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocations. If there is aught I may assist you with, simply say the word. Forgive me, but I'm afraid we are not accepting registration for warriors or sorcerers at this time. You see, as we currently have no archer staves or great swords on hand, we are unable to outfit new members. And we cannot simply purchase more, as the delivery of arms intended for the local armory and other guilds in this domain was plundered by goblins. So regrettably, I cannot assist you. Unless you were to procure a weapon yourself, that is. Let me see. What else can I tell you of our guild? Methinks Roderick will be able to tell you aught of the stolen shipment. He runs the local armory, and we purchase almost all of our stock from him. May fortune smile upon you, sir.
We'll not find anything if we don't...
Greetings. Well, here we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocations. If there is aught I may assist you with...
Always a pleasure.
The rules at your neck, From me to there, what Good evening, sir. I trust you fared... All right on the roads, despite the hour? Much obliged. Peruse at your leisure. I'd like better find an elf.
I've a knack for gathering items, and I'm only glad to have proven my worth.
Nothing's coming to me, Master. Whatever else might be said of me, pleased to make your acquaintance. Please dispense with the formality.
pleased to make your acquaintance. Delighted to meet you. It's
This rumour has been troubling me ever since I first caught wind of it. Apparently, there is an illness we pawns can catch beyond the rift that makes us a danger to ourselves and others. Symptoms include an unruly attitude and overconfidence, and in the end, we turn our backs on our master and our duty.
Indeed. Well, we shall have to remain watchful, lest one of our company should start showing signs of this sickness.
Your Majesty, your timing is impeccable. I just thought to call for you. 'Tis not a matter for prying ears. Pray, let us speak out here.
Well met.
As I informed you when last we spoke, the palace is filled with the Queen Regent's sycophants. Should Disa denounce your Majesty as a false arisen, few would elect to doubt her. Yet if we are to prove your identity, I believe there is no occasion more suitable than the coronation. It was delayed so that the sovereign, that is, the false arisen, could convalesce in the palace, but the date has now been set. The central players in the court ought all be in attendance. 'Twould be a fine opportunity to display your Majesty's power. None would be able to deny that you are the true arisen then. There is a problem, however. Entry to such an event is limited to the chosen few. Only select members of the nobility and citizens who have contributed greatly to Vermont's continued prosperity will be granted entry. If your Majesty is to be counted among them, you will need to attend to a number of tasks. Pray, allow me to summarize them for you. The citizenry have called upon my soldiers to cull monsters that plague the land. I dare say, 'twould be a fine contribution were you to accomplish these tasks unaided. What say you? Might I ask for your cooperation in this matter? I thank you, Your Majesty. There are 3 locales that have seen significant trouble of late. The first is Trevo Mine, to the northwest. We've had reports of goblins swarming in great numbers. Next is Half Village, west of Burnworth. I believe soldiers have already been dispatched to cull an infestation of saurians there. Finally, there is a call for someone to locate a group of soldiers tasked with delivering freight. They were last seen crossing the second bridge on the eastern edge of Vermont.
There is no shortage of beasts that need culling in this world. We ought take the time to evaluate our fighting strength and equipment before setting out.
What do I do?
Ready. Give the signal. Stand strong!
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
Hoi, friend. Klaus sent word that you've agreed to rescue some of my pilfered equipment. I'd be grateful for aught you can reclaim, truly. Fair warning. Goblins are behind these ox cart raids, I've since learned. No doubt they're hoarding the stolen arms in their den. From the tell of it, their lair lies somewhere along the western road. Pray do be careful. If aught were to go awry, 'twould weigh heavily on my heart. Losing my wares for good would make me sore, but no sack of gold can compare to a fellow life, eh?
it is most exhilarating to hand over some... Just some.
An investment made for safer travels can hardly be called extravagant.
Welcome to Bjorn's Armor, and quality is what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember, misers die early deaths. Many thanks. I appreciate the business.
There's a ladder here.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh?
Do stop and have a look. I've wares of every ilk. wish me to return? At once, Master.
Come to think of it, different masters favour different pawns. One whom I served preferred to have beastrons for allies.
Words worth hearing.
Prepare for battle!
No one can defend themselves when grappled like this.
An exemplary performance.
Let us aim for greater precision.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Douse the flames before 'tis too late.
Over so soon? Why? We seem to have come through unscathed.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
The creature's corpse will serve us well.
I look forward to seeing your marksmanship.
My sword strikes true! That's the spirit!
I can do no less in service to the Arisen.
Bad idea.
I shall fly
atoms, Master.
Holy attacks are our best bet against this foe.
With this, my magics are yours to wield. That's the spirit. Perhaps you'd like to take care of
Splendid. Arisen, are you all right?
has quite the temper.
Might we not use their rage to our advantage?
It is easily done.
Just as weary as we.
Recklessness has done them no favours. They ought to have conserved their strength.
Focused attack will end this foe. That was careless. Know your limits. This foe is nigh unstoppable when 'tis wrong. We must do what we can to prevent it from losing its temper.
Then we'd best spend it quick.
Together now. We'll attack as one.
Moment of victory